than any other driver, Lewis Hamilton has actually stood on the Bahrain podium on more occasions than any other Formula One driver. Lewis has finished first, second and third multiple times since 2007. Drivers making it to the podium today won't be spraying champagne as is traditional. Instead,
Welcome one and all to another Where's the Finish Line Racing. This is Season 3, Round 3 at Bahrain. For you guys out there who are new to this league, it is very different from all the other leagues that I've actually commentated on. There is points for everyone who finishes. There is points for everybody, as I said, that finishes, and there is obviously penalty points for those drivers who quit in the race. Everybody's on soft tyres as they should be. It is a short qualifying followed by a 50% race. Now let's get everything up. And we see Pans is our first driver. Now Pans did have a fan last time, and making sure I wasn't on mute there, sorry guys. So we have Curly in the chat there, Facebook in the chat. Evening guys. Curly asked if I was on mute. I was on mute for a minute. Ash, evening, Iceman, evening fellas, if you are there. Yes, I'm here. Not 100% in my head, like, I will be honest. I do apologise for that. Got a little spectator in the back. So, go on board with Pans, and what we'll do is just jump off at speed time. As you're heading into turn 1, it is the Michael Schumacher corner, the only corner with an 8, into turn 2, and then on to turn 3, hitting to the first DRS zone. This here then throws you up to turn 4, which is one of the most difficult corners for drivers when they go full pelt, to actually hit the apex and keep it within track limits. As you can see, Pans there does go a bit wide, but keeps it on track. And turn 5, 6, 7 here, hiding down to turn 8. Now turn 8 is a slow corner. Spring that round, need to put that apex a bit more. Pans is a little bit off the apexes, but I'm sure he will fire in all cylinders on the line perfectly later on in the session. This is just still getting into it. Round 10 and 9 and 10 into the second DRS zone. This here then is the part where I do believe we get a lot of overtaking here. Into turn 11 now. Turn 11 there switches round and watch it. You can feel the car getting pushed out really wide. Heading to turn 12. Turn 12 on the inside here. Watch this curve because this does range for 6, and we have seen a lot of crashes into turn 13. Now heading on down this back straight. This used to be a DRS straight, but then with the rules that came in the FIA, they can only have a maximum of 3 DRS straights. Heading down turn 15. Now 14, 15 into the third straight, and so it's like they're saying 11, 12, 13, 14 all in the same area, then into 12, 15 and 16, sorry, into the bottom end. So we have got Pans out who we put to 130.9, and we've seen Pans and make a few mistakes along the way on the apex, and that Angry Dave was gutted about his last outing when he with me, where he crashed out at Spa, but that's okay because these things happen, and Angry Dave hopefully doesn't have too many anger moments. We do have Landscape King putting in a 130.8, quite a decent time there, and Compton with a 130.856, so just 300ths quicker. Now we do have Mr. XL. Mr. XL is one of these drivers that we have seen perform really well as it has around the final corner. Let's see what the time brings in for it. And it's a 131.1. Not far off from the Pans and Landscape, but we should be expecting more as we've got a Hartnell with a 131.0. So we are seeing these banker laps in. So who else do we have? So on board with Carl at the moment, and Welsh Benjamin gets a 130.6, and Mighty Atom has been disqualified from the session for the wrong way. So what I believe he's spun the wrong way, tried to get himself back, and got disqualified. So, one little update. Ross Benjamin, I do believe congratulations in order for the for your marriage, your wedding. From everybody here at Where's the Finish Line, and obviously our counterparts, or my counterparts from DXT. We'd like to wish you all the best and hope that you have a absolutely beautiful, long and happy marriage with lots of kids, because no family is ever complete, really, without everybody around, really. Obviously some people may not have kids, but they've got family around them with kids as well. So yeah, hopefully long life and long happiness for you both there. As we just seen, Cal Needs just get a 131.6, and that's puts him in my pack. I thought I've seen Curly out, but obviously not. Westwood 13 out and about. So like a lot of people have put in, so Ross Benjamin sitting at the top there with 130.6. We've got Jay Compton with a 130.8, the Landscape King on a 130.8. Pans with a 130.9, so it's a bit of an improvement there from Pans, but I'm sure he can get a bit more again, because he did have that little bit of moment coming up to turn 1 on his second lap round. Chelsea Gears. Chelsea Gears. Is that meant to be something like Rangers and Chelsea? I hope not, because I do like Rangers, but I don't like Chelsea. You don't really mix them two up together. Apex, now Apex, I got a lot of time for Apex. More time for his partner, Shelly. You know, Shelly used to pop into my streams quite a lot and cheer on Apex. And I'm hoping that she may do an appearance at some point. And obviously I am a little bit of a fan, because he does have to say he does use the same number as I do for racing. I do use the 88. But we'll see how they do. So we've got some drivers I haven't seen before. So we've got Spinesy Shizzle in the Alpine with a 131.6. And it seems that the ballpark time is a 130.6 to a 131.6, because Jolly Shirt's in there as well. The Apex, I know that was a banker lap, so I'm sure he's going to thunder through and try again. Here we go. Oh, there was a jump on board with Apex, because it looks like he is going for another lap now. Spinsy. Okay, so thanks very much for the update there, Curly. At the moment, Curly is sitting as the driver I'd say is most improved through my time commentating F1. Like I said in the previous one, he used to sit in the back of me, as Jay Hartnell has put a 130.2. That is a significant jump, really, from first to second. But obviously we all know, with this beer being a whole flexible setup, so you've got platinum and then you've got gold, there is a flexibility to see where that some of these drivers, like putting times in like Jay Hartnell has put there, may be introduced into the platinum, and drivers who are not as competitive with other drivers in platinum may come down to be a bit more competitive with the gold crew. There isn't, looking at times, there is not a huge, there isn't a gap really between the top half of gold and the bottom half of platinum. There isn't really much of a gap, so drivers like Jay Hartnell could fit in quite well with the platinum crew. So we'll see how that goes, but I am actually looking forward to seeing how this all pans out, and I'm loving the fact that we've got 19 drivers, as Apex hasn't really improved on that lap, but we'll see what you can do. Obviously, we got plenty of time, guys. So Verstappen. Now, Verstappen does not like this circuit. He has absolutely outrageously said he hates Bahrain. Now, Bahrain is a staple point circuit for the F1 simulation and the F1 world, really, when it comes down to esports. It is the circuit that people do rate themselves on. It used to be Austria, but Austria is too easy compared to Bahrain. Bahrain has a few S-bends, but it does have a lot of straights. And I personally don't like Bahrain for turn 8, 9 and 10. It just seems a harder set of corners, and the S-bends I do always struggle with the S-bends for some reason. I am on controller, so it's harder to switch from side to side on controller than it is with the steering wheel. So if I move over to steering wheel, I think there might be an improvement. So we have got just short of 7 minutes left, which means we've got a lot of time left to get people getting qualified. So I'm going to run through. So we've got Jay Hartnell on a 130.2. We do have Pans on a 130.3. So that is a huge jump for his banker lap earlier to this lap now. Welsh Benjamin. I'm sure he's going to be coming out soon and get himself a little bit more of a quicker time, as Mr. XL also in there with the 130.7. Jay Compton, he is out and about. We will be looking to get that time improved. Westwood as well, 130.8. Alongside Landscape King, 130.8. So we've got, these drivers are so close. A few temps between them. So it was Verstappen, I'm sure. He's put a lap in. He could improve on that. Guaranteed. I've got a feeling he's not going to do that. I've got a feeling he's just going to go, you know what? I'll leave it to the race. We do have Iceman Walker. Iceman Walker. He has shown that he's competitive. He has shown that he has got the ability to win races. Consistency was key for one of his races because he managed to get the win because of I think it was Mr. XL, if I remember rightly, got a 3-second time penalty, and Iceman was just in the 3 seconds to take that win. So Spinsy, new driver. Jolly shirt now, guys. If you have seen it, this is in previous. This is correct Savant in the past. So this is Ash Armstrong. Another driver that I have seen progressing. He is what I would say a driver that is consistent usually. Obviously people make mistakes, and that has happened to Jolly Shirt a few times. Baku, he had that I'd say it was a glitch that's got him disqualified, but he's a driver again he's consistent because he keeps progressing, and he is on his way out now. As you can see, he's just leaving the garage, and the camera will jump onto him in a moment. As AFL looks like he's starting a faster lap now. So we've got CRL Topher sitting in on 132.3. I'll be honest, I reckon he could go quicker, but the question is he going to? We do have a few minutes left, and it doesn't look like he's going to be coming out like garage very quickly, as Apex. I'm sure Apex can improve on this time. I really am sure. Let's have a look. And Kelly is on in that lap. I think there is a bit of shifting around, because Landscape King has just put a 130.5, put himself into third provisionally. We do have Welsh Benjamin, who's out and about as well. So we're going to have to rewatch some of these. Welsh Benjamin is not far in front, always. He's got Formula Ford, and so I think he's clipped something. And he's just trying to get back to the pit as quick as he can. Has you got enough time to get in the pit and get back out? Because I kind of hope he does. Everybody deserves a good chance of getting. As you know what, I'm going to jump on board with Curly. We'll just see how Curly does. So a lot of drivers do use this point of view when it comes down to it. Some do have the cockpit view, and it's quite interesting to see which drivers do use the cockpit view, because personally, when I'm playing the game on career mode, I'll use the cockpit view. But if I'm playing online against my friends in a tournament or in a league, I'd want this view because you could see whether the gap. So Curly, round 2, he does tend to hit the apexes quite nicely. Now, I don't understand why a lot of people do this, but Curly's just shown there, running over that white line, it does give you the track split, but there is degradation on that on those left-hand side tyres now. You can hear the little rubble of where he's just clipping those apexes quite nicely. And running onto the rubble strip, that is exactly the way. You might want to get closer to the apex on that one. But here we go. You don't want to actually touch the apex on that corner there, but you do here. And he's invalidated his lap there. And that's unfortunate, so doesn't have enough time to put in. He's got plenty of time. What he should do now is get himself off the racing line. He's got plenty of time to actually use less and get that recharged a bit and give himself another go round. Yeah, there we go. He's doing exactly that. He is doing exactly that. It was unfortunate. He was running up, just ran a little bit wide there for turn 10. If he cut the apex a little bit more in turn 10, he might have just been able to keep that within the white line, but it was like millimeters. As we go again. Here we go. Here we go again. Now, you see a lot of cars do sway left and right on the start straight and finish straight, and that is because there is the optimum line going through that start finish straight, and it is not straight. If the optimum line is not straight, it is a little bit off. See, like Kerry's just running right on this white line. Give himself as much space as he can. It's just around 10 foot. He could do this a little bit quicker, but he wants to keep it on track. And those apexes, he's getting in mind. He could go run a little bit wider there. And look quite close there, a little bit off. And then we see the car there spinning there. We do have a AFL who's retired. I do believe he's retired in the pits. Let's say, right, roll it over. And he's kept it right in. Nicely done there around turn 10. Again, Killian over this white line. Gives himself the most width he could possibly get. Now, you would not get away with this if it was Belgium because of the grass on the outside. Pans gets a 129.8, sub 130. It's very, very rare to have also 130. So Pans with a fantastic fast lap. Curly's coming down into the final corner. Smartly done. And a 130.9. And I've got to say, little tweaks from Curly. Little tweaks from a few of the apexes. So, he's hitting apexes of 1, 2, 3 quite nicely. But he can carry a bit more speed for it. Turn 4, he's over that line. As we are fighting the final, we're just waiting for the last couple of drivers, I believe it is just Westwood who's coming around the last few corners. If Westwood's got it in him. Take a few more attempts off him at the time. He jumps into third. It's absolutely fantastic. And Chelsea Jers is heading into the pits. Now, it's like fastest lap there is Jay Hartnell now with a 1:29.660. He has took exactly a second off his time. His first time was a 1:30.660, and he's put a 1:29.660. So we are looking at a McLaren and Mercedes battle at the front there, but I'm not going to say that they're going to run away with it, because, first of all, we don't know what kind of start we're going to get. But we do know we're going to have a good battle between our lot of the drivers. Now, what are we going to see from this race today? We are going to see a lot of overtaking at key areas, but we are also going to see maybe a few mistakes from drivers that we may not actually think they're going to make mistakes, because that depth curve on turn 12 is going to get it. So we've got Jay Hartnell there at P1 with a 129.6. Our Pans with a 129.8. Going into the West with a third, Landscape in fourth, Compton in fifth, Welsh Benjamin in sixth. We've got Iceman Walker, our previous winner, in seventh. We've got Mr. XL in eighth. We've got Curly in ninth with I've got to say, it was actually a very nice lap. There were a few little tweaks and that would have been absolutely perfect. Could tuck off quite a few temps on some of those corners. Spinsy, first time seeing him in an Alpine, in 10th. We've got Carl Needs in 11th. Bob Stappen, who's just threw that lap in to get himself into 12th. And then we got from 13th, we have Jolly Shirt. Jolly Shirt in 13th. That's actually quite decent. And then it was in 14th, we got Topher. Topher in 14th. And then after Topher, it was AFL in 15th. We've got Apex in 16th, Angry Dave in 17th, Chelsea Gers in 18th, and then Mighty Atom disqualified for going in the wrong direction, which a big chunk of me is actually thinking that it was not actually his fault. I think he just spun, facing the wrong way, and cut out. Oh, do excuse me. So this is the interesting part. This is probably the only part really where drivers are actually thinking. You used to think all the way through qualifying and then in the race strategy. So we've got 5 red lights. Well, and away we go. So no formation lap, great. Hartnell there. Nice little view from behind there, basically seen. So we can see that the 3 wide into turn 1, and who's going to get the best out of that? So Jay Hartnell, a little bit off there, and Westwood takes P2, Hands in P3, Landscape in P4. Let's get a position change, because we need to see this, because they were 3 wide at one point. Ooh, Landscape did hold on second, but through the turns he lost the position. Welsh Benjamin up 1 place, Mr. XL up 2, Compton down 2, Iceman Walker down 1, Cindy up 1, Curly down 1. So the dirty side of the track does make a difference. So Curly lost the place because of that. Although I think he might have been on the clean side, but a good start for Spinsy, gets him up that 1 place. So as you can see, gaps are forming already. Curly's actually basically already got a gap in front and behind after half a lap. So Jay Hartnell, 0.8 of seconds in front. Westwood's not going to let him go away with that too quickly, as he is catching up slowly. But Pans can't let that go. Starting P2, cannot let P2 go. And it seems he's got a better exit there. Hartnell then does take the fast back so far, but we know that's going to tumble down through the race. Mr. XL. So this is the first time we are going to see the Hassans going to be battling up there for what possibly could be a championship win. So we have got a safety car, and Carnage has lost it. I do apologise, guys. I just something popped up there. I had to quickly sort that. Apex has made up some fantastic moves. So full-on safety car. It's a bit early for tyre strategy to come into it, but let's have a look. Soft, medium, 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 soft, medium, 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 hard, medium, medium, hard, medium, hard, medium. So Ross Benjamin, with being on the soft tyre, deciding to let's have the telemetry up. The reason why I'm going to leave off the telemetry up is that I've found a few little things that it actually does help. It actually helps to see whether some of the drivers are putting full effort in when it comes down to some of the corners, or how they're doing. So we can actually analyse some people's corners better with the telemetry on. And we do hold off with the so we've gathered, everybody's gathered up. Safety car's still going to be out for another lap. So let's see. Right, I do believe the safety car should be coming in on this lap. Now I've got to give it some juice now, guys. So don't need to see stop really. Tires are all mediums and hards. Too hard also. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. And it is only Apex who's made the biggest time really. Now, with the Carnage dropping down, Royce Benjamin pitting, seems like Curly's got his ninth place back. He's got his teammate right behind him. But Curly's a team player. I will say that straight up. I know he's a team player. So what is going to happen now is that they'll gauge. Curly will push as hard as he can, and at a moment where if he believes that Apex may be a little bit quicker, you'll let Apex go past at an opportune point. This will then give Apex the freedom to push up to Swinsy. But if Curly believes that he is quicker than Apex at that moment, he is going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Which is great because that's what we want. That's what you want from your teammate. You want your teammate to keep pushing. You want your teammate to push you. But obviously you don't want him to. You won't battle Apex hard. You'll make Apex work for the overtake. Safety car is in this lap. And we'll go for my usual spot, which is watching third place really. Because what we're doing, when we jump on board in third place, they are watching. So Hartnell slowing everybody down. A safety car just moves off. Now we know Westwood's good responding. It is quite typical. The line himself up, ready to go, and boom, gone. And it's usually on bend of the corner. It's never before. There we go. And there you go, gone. It wasn't quite on the bend, it was just as he exited the bend, he was gone. And what's this done is like, Westwood's a little bit off, Pans predicted it well. Pans has actually got a better run, but he coming into turn 1, side by side, into turn 1. And it was the rotation, the Pans had to go around the outside, and it allowed Westwood to cut in front. This day, Pans then has to do the work all over again, because Hartnell now is just pushing away. Pans thought the switcheroo might have worked there, but not enough legs on that exit to get him past there. Because we do have Mr. Excel up a few more places. Compton dropping down. Iceman Walker back into 7th. Finsley up 2 places. Curly. Nice little view this. I do love this view. The issue I've got is that we don't see it enough. We can't. I wish we could have changed to it because the helicopter view is absolutely fantastic. So we're lap 5 of 29, and this we are opening up now to points. Ooh! So Kelly had a bit of an off moment. I don't think he picked up any damage. Just kind of glimpsed that then. So I think a bit of oversteer. He's got off. He's lost 2 places, so you've got Rob Stappen. Oh, and Jay Compton. He's also had a moment there, so now he's actually facing against Curly. Now Curly's got the big run, and he's going on the outside. Going on the outside. Do you know what? That there is what you call respectful driving. And Jay Compton, I think Jay Compton realised that those S-bends are tricky going side by side. They're tricky on their own anyway. And I think he just realised that Curly did have the better run, and Curly's not going to back off. So Jay Compton done the right thing really there. Driver's etiquette. He was in a disadvantaged position. Curly was in the better position, so he gave the position up to Curly. Fair play. Absolutely right. And then Ash is getting there now. He's closing in on Jay Compton. But the 2 Red Bulls are looking to get that place. Off the Mercedes driver. AFL now looking at 14th, up 1 place. Oh, Welsh Benjamin could get onto Angry Dave. Angry Dave losing it a little bit there at the back end there. Kept it in control. Absolutely fantastic. The mighty Atom and his teammate Angry Dave both looking to push and push. See if they can catch up with Welsh Benjamin and AFL. Joyce have a little bit of an off moment. He must have done because he's... Yeah, he's had a bit of an off moment. AFL and Welsh Benjamin's taking a place, but he's still in the mix. And Jay Compton now all over the back of Curly. Jay Compton's got his composure. Oh no! And Jay Compton lost the back end there. Now, is he beached? No. Right. Okay. Is that a reset to track? He did move out back, and then it was like straight through onto track. That's unusual. Angry Dave there nearly got taken out. Jay Compton was very close. Angry Dave, he's had a few moments now. He's spun a few times. Well, I wouldn't say spun. He's just lost complete control of the car sometimes. So a little bit of squirrel moments, a complete off there. Puts himself at the back, but he's still in it for the race. Still running. And he's got Chelsea right in front of him. Chelsea, like the team, not living up to the name. So let's have a look at the front. So, Hartnell, taking a leisure drive. Driving a Sunday driving now. So we've got Pans, landscape, breaking up. Oh, hello. Westwood and Iceman. They had a bit of a coming together, both facing the wrong way. Doesn't look like he's got any damage on his front wing. He could have floor damage or side pod damage. How's Iceman looking? Has he got... No end plate damage, no wing damage. Yeah, we don't know exactly what happened there as to why he spun. But the one who's really lost out on that one is actually Westwood's dropped down at 9 places from where he was, battling at the top. As Kelly's fighting Landscape, which is kind of the unusual. Landscape's got no front wing, so maybe Landscape had an issue and had contact with Westwood because they were up there together, and that's what brought Iceman down as well. So Apex up 11 places, Wabstappen up 8, Mr. XL up 5. Iceman's managed to recover back to 7th. Kelly's at 8th, Tophet at 9th. Whilst Benjamin starting to really claw back a few positions now. Westwood is also looking to see if he can do the same. AFL up 3 places. The Mighty Atom up 6. Jay Compton down 9 places. Jolly Shares down 2. Chelsea, Angry Dave, Lucky King with that front wing damage puts himself at the back of the pack. I'm just going to jump into the chat a moment. So we have Pans. So Hartnell has jumped in the pits after I think it's a 2-stop strategy for the Hartnell. So Pans taken the lead of the race. It's still quite close, so it's quite easy for people to make mistakes. Some people will end up making a few mistakes down the line when it comes down to track limits, errors, pit lane speed limits, that kind of thing. But yeah, well, it's still quite close. Curly right behind Iceman right now. Now, the possible chance of Iceman carrying structural damage to the vehicle, so floor damage, cycle damage, that kind of thing. Obviously, it doesn't show on the image, but he could be carrying damage, which would make this battle there a little bit more on Curly's side than what it would normally be. My friends is also watching this carefully. Okay, so a little bit further off, almost lost the back end there. Westwood's got some effort to put in. He's got a Hartnell right in front of him by a second. So if he can keep up with Hartnell, Hartnell will drag Westwood up. And there we go. There's the first 5-second penalty for Mr. XL. Now, see, I'd say speed in the pit lane is a schoolboy error, but the issue here is that this pit lane entrance is very short and it's straight off the track. It's not like in Silverstone where you've got an approach to it. Very much like the way Monza is, straight off the track. There is no chicane, there's no slowing down. There is nothing to force you to slow down. So the Mighty Atom, I've got to say, Mighty Atom's done alright. It's the first time I've seen the Mighty Atom race. He's up 5 places from being 19. Let's see how he continues as AFL. This is a significant improvement from AFL from previous. AFL was struggling to keep the car on the track at one point, and now this seems to be more composed AFL than previously seen. Right now, Curly's impressing me. He's been consistent, he's been clean. I like to see him carry on doing well. The Ross Benjamin's back up to where he started. And now looking to close in on Iceland. Spinsy up 6 places in P4. Apex in P3. This is where I expect Apex and Verstappen to be up here. Up here battling for the podium positions. Right, so here we go. We are getting to this point where things are starting to slow down, I'll say. So we've got a couple of battles on field. So we've got Jay Hartnell who's trying to push on to Kelly. Let's watch Kelly defending. And that was an unfortunate error from Curly. It opens the door for Hartnell. Hartnell now hands Curly would have defended it. If it wasn't for that mistake, I think Curly would have defended right up to the end of the slap. Really. It's quite hard to defend those straights. Because you can only really make 2 moves. It's move off and move on, and that's it. There is no triple moves. Double moves are fine, but not in the braking zone. There we go. So Curly now needs to use this DRS to try and close that gap down as Iceman is battling. Oh, Welsh Benjamin has a little bit of an off there. And what this does is just opens the door for his teammate, and now Curly is right up there for the mix. As Curly is going a little bit quicker, Curly needed to continue with that move. But look at that. That line at Curly's stuck is a nicer line, but doesn't make it quicker. It just looks nicer. And this is where the difference is really. The S-bends are a killer for some drivers, and it does. Welsh Benjamin seems to hold it off a bit better than what Curly did, but Curly is still there. See that corner that killed Curly? That is the corner that's killing Curly right now. So, if you're following Curly, right, if you're following Curly, right, the corner that you're actually looking to make the move on is turn 10. So, you look at turn 10, you get right as close as you can. He struggled that corner more so. I think it's because of how slow you have to bring that car down. Getting it back up to speed is where he seems to be losing the back end a little bit, and it's because he's doing no traction. I'm sure he's got no TC on, and that's why he's doing it. But I've got to say, his racecraft is getting better and better every time I see him, so I cannot fault him right now. have a look. Car news, FRL. Just failed to tell Dara it's past his bedtime. Do you remember Dara or Valkyrie from TTFL? I do remember Dara or Valkyrie. Is Dara's not racing, is he? Is Dara racing? Sorry for you, mate. I've just only just seen him. Dara's not racing, is he? Is Dara racing? What's he doing now? It's like, I remember it's Valkyrie, I remember it's that Dara. I remember he had the same voice as Izzy, but just squeakier. It's like Izzy sounded more like a man than he did. I just remember that quite a lot. So, yeah, I feel like a lot of these drivers I've seen in the past, like Pans, I've seen Pans racing in the past. Apex is a driver I've got a lot of respect for. Iceman was my first Driver's Driver award winner. So he was one of those. I had a lot of time and respect for the Iceman Walker. Ross Benjamin, never seen him racing in the past, and he's always as Westwood picks up a 1:33.4 time on hard tyres. On hard. Just shows how much effort he's putting in there to get that car around that track. We are like at the halfway mark of the race. Curly in 6th place. This is where drivers should be thinking, right? What's the tyres we're going on next? Now, I will tell you straight. It is doable to do a one-stop medium to soft or soft to medium. It is possible. Personally, I think I would have went soft to hard. But there is a medium soft option that people may be taking. As we have a look. So there's a few people who have taken the stops. Not many. And there's a lot of hards on there right now. So the people in the hard tyres, fresh hards. So Topher will be coming in and probably going into mediums fairly soon, or might push to go for the softs. Curly, Welsh Benjamin will need to go hards or push for softs. See, I think Topher could go softs if these tyres are still in good condition, which they do look like they are. Yeah, just go. Very significant wear on them tyres. Let's be honest, those hard mediums are still looking quite good. So if you look at the tyres right now, so you can see a slightly darker mark along the middle, and that there is what you're looking at. Now, the darker it is, the more tyre wear there is. Now, in real life, you wouldn't see it there. You'll see it more nearer to the inner edge, and it goes out. Whereas on the game, it kind of holds the centre for some reason, because in real life, the tyres are cambered in towards the car a little bit, like not so much. It's more cambered in toe, and they push in a little bit, so it's as if they're pushing the car together rather than straight. It means that when they go around corners, the car holds the line better and it hunkers to the ground a bit more. So when it pushes in, it pushes down, and that's where they generate a lot of the ground force from, is from the camber of those tyres. Now, it also reduces the grip. how much tyre you have on the road. So it's okay for ones to have a bit more camber than the back. The back you need as much contact with the ground as possible for all that. As we've got pickup penalties now. Let's have a look. So we have got quite a few penalties. Let's have a look and see. Penalties: 3 seconds, 3 seconds, 3 seconds. So they're all track limits. As Mr. Excel still got a 5-second penalty from the speed in the pit lane. So the Pans is holding up well. He's on the medium tyres. He's got Hartnell behind him on fairly fresh mediums. So it's 8 seconds. 8 seconds is not a long time, but I do suspect that Hartnell may need to pit again. It'll probably go for another set of soft tyres. Look at that. I do think that was... It was Andy Dave. Andy Dave doing his best he can right now, trying to get that car around the circuit and staying on track as much as possible. I'll be honest, if I raced Andy Dave, I think I'd be behind him right now. Let's have a look. Where's our battle? So Apex looking to make that move on Ice One. That battle there. So Jake Compton picks up the fastest lap of a 1:32. So that gives you time someone down there. So 1:32.974. My controller is vibrating with something crazy. I can feel everything Apex is feeling, really. So it's kind of weird. I'm on board of Kelly, and I can feel the controller vibrating as it's like they're tickling me, like I was just like having a quick little look. So just like that, pit lane there, pit there for Curly. Now onto the mediums. So what we're going to do is I'm going to race director. Pits. So here we go. So Curly's got medium to medium, so he's going to have to finish on the soft tyres. Everybody else has made a tyre swap. So we have got 11 laps left remaining. And there's 11 laps. Hopefully we'll have a lot going on. Now, as a lot of people are jumping in the pits now, so Hartnell's gone back in the pits. He's picking up his first set of soft tyres. He's gone fresh mediums. The Pan's now looking to close down on Apex. Apex holding off. 15. No, so up 15 places in first right now. There's Pan's right behind him. Apex and Pans have raced against each other for quite a while. It's a bit of an unusual place to make the overtake. But this is nice. This is nice to see this. Rob Stafford, Mr. XL, Apex, and Pants all battling up there. So Jay Hartnell now needs to get past Finzi, and then he's got 10 laps. 10 laps to catch up for 8 seconds left. So this is going to be interesting because Mr. XL tries to get past penalty shown left, right, especially for some of the guys. So Mr. XL needs to do whatever they can to make up that 3 second gap from anyone behind. As Apex has dropped, Apex gone in the pits. Oh no! A fantastic. Hopefully, Apex could come out ahead of Westwood, which means he doesn't drop down all the way. But we'll see how they go. And he is dropping down. And he's down into 9th, but he's still up 7 places, so he's done fantastic to be there. Speeding the pit lane for the mighty Atom. Topher now needs to catch up on those 8 seconds. So, Jay Hartnell, a lap ago we were saying he's got 10 laps to make up for. So he's on lap 20 or 29, which means we've just 10 laps to go. So 9 laps left, and he's taken off near enough 3 seconds of the time to catch up with the front runners. So it'd be quite interesting to see how he does if he's continuing to make that kind of a gap. It'd be quite a significant call, really. If Hartnell just ends up staying in goals, because at that pace, 132.6 gives Pans the fastest lap so far. But the way Hartnell's going, 133.0, I can see Hartnell really smashing that lap time, because he's at some points. So he's got a driver in front of him now, which I do believe is Angry Dave. Angry Dave stays right out of the way. I do like a driver who respects the faster drivers and allows them to go through without any hiccups, even though they've got their own race to run anyway. And Welsh Benjamin there looking to make the move on Landscape King. This is the most difficult part there. It's just like coming to the end, you need to focus on some battle. So Westwood on Iceman. We've got Ross Benjamin on Landscape King, and this is the view I love. Oh, you see, Landscape King makes a mistake, and Ross Benjamin, lucky enough, it wasn't too close that he's going to get caught up in it. Takes the position, goes up 1 place, back up to 8th, and hammers on through. Now we're going to switch over to Iceman Walker, who's defending from Westwood, and then we're going to switch up to Hartnell now. Jay Hartnell really needs to push hard, because he needs to get as much time as he possibly can to be battling with Pans. He's going to have to get past Mr. XL, which is not easy, as Mr. XL head. Jay Hartnell with 132.6 takes the fastest lap. Now Jay Hartnell, now he's got 10 seconds to make up. I don't foresee him doing that, but the pace he was showing, he could do it. One little mistake from Pans could cause him this race, because what's happened is going to be tough to pass right now. I think that Jay Hartnell will be making all the efforts he can to catch up with Rob Stappen and take that. And Rob Stappen absolutely hates the circuit, but doing a fantastic performance. And it doesn't look like Jay Hartnell's really closing that gap down. So Verstappen is holding off quite well. Now, Spinsy, consistency is key. Spinsy hasn't really put a foot wrong. Up 6 places, in 4th. Fantastic effort from the driver. Ice on Walker, he's had a few hiccups. He could have easily been up there with Verstappen right now if it wasn't for the spin. And Westwood as well. Westwood is up there. So it's good to see these two drivers are still quite close to each other. So here we go. We've got like coming to the final few laps of the race. So we're on lap 24 of 29, so it means we've got 6 laps to go. Jay Hartnell is still got a lot of work to do to catch up with Verstappen, but the gap behind him is comfortable enough that he knows he's pretty much, as long as he stays pointed in the right direction, he will have a podium. But that gap's just jumped down half a second in the time that we were talking. So, was that an error? I think it might have been a little bit of an error from Verstappen. So I wonder how Panzer's tyres are doing. Now he is on the soft tyres, which gives him the best advantage. But is that enough really? Has he got enough life in them to continue? Because we've got 5 laps left to go. And Jay Hartnell is closing that gap down to the Verstappen. What we're going to do is this. Lead it. So, it's 21 seconds in the pit. So if anybody does pit, they are dropping down positions. I don't think there's anyone. There is no one, absolutely no one, who is safe. No, oh no, maybe Jolly Shirt is the only one safe from losing position if they pit. And Topher, ignoring yellow flag. That 5 seconds is a lot, really. But the driver behind him is 7 seconds behind, so he's got to keep going. So we have 4 laps left. We can say 4 laps. DJ Hartnell now looking at what's happening right now. It's going to be no matter what. Verstappen is not going to be giving up that position at all to anybody. So here we go. Is the overtake done? Is it done? It's not fully done. But the respect from both drivers is good enough. Oh, look at that. It's back and forth between these two drivers. Oh. Who's going to give up first? So, I think Hartnell there realised that there's not worth battling right through these S-bends and backed off a little bit. That's quite nice. I'll be honest, that was quite nice to see that. Normally I end up on board, but I'm glad I stayed off that to actually really fully see the full picture. It's nice. And we are looking at the same kind of battle again. But this time, Hartnell is closer. So I can see this overtake being done, completed. Coming into turn 1. Absolutely fantastic to watch. And the overtake is still not complete. It's still not complete. But I'd still say it's not complete because let's get through turn 1 and 2, 3. And there we have it. Hartnell has made the move, but the retaliation is on. Because look at that. Verstappen is right there. Watching that from that view, great to see a chasing car really. Oh, that little bit off there. Verstappen needed to take advantage of that. But we've got 2.5 laps left. Joey Sherritt picks a 3-second time penalty. And that there. So it's been a fantastic race so far. A lot of drivers there putting the effort in. Verstappen's still not letting Jay Hartnell go without a fight, and I am glad he's putting all the effort in, even on a circuit that he does not like. As you're heading around. Into the final 2 laps of the race. So we have got 2 laps remaining, 2 laps, and unless Pans makes some huge mistakes somewhere, he's quite comfortably going to be taking the win. With 5-second gap behind him, it was a tall order for Jay Hartnell, who was significantly the quicker driver. But 2 pit stops. The pit strategy is what done Jay Hartnell in. But he was significantly quicker on average than a lot of the drivers. I think Pans has put a lot of effort in onto this circuit. As you can see, Hartnell's taken off half a second there and caught up. Just close that gap down a little bit more. Pans can pick up a 5-second time penalty right now. It will give Hartnell the win. Just having a look to see if there's any. There is like Apex. This is the closest battle now. It's Apex on WTFL. So just have a little look. Oh, we've got AFL. Is AFL gonna get Curly? AFL does get Curly. I do apologise, Curly. I think I've given everybody away. The secret is where's to take you. Oh, but he gets it back. That's Curly's pace going through those corners was fantastic. AFL had no response. He's lost an end plate, so that does reduce his pointiness, let's call it. But Curly made it look really simple. So final lap of the race. And who do I give my driver of the day to? I kind of want to give it to Pants. Pants just been consistently clean, and that's what's given the win. It's been consistently clean as he comes around the final few corners now, and it is And it's the win for Pans. Jay Hartnell, P2. Verstappen coming around the final corner to take P3. Iceberg Walker not far behind in P4. Spinsy in P5, which he's had a fantastic race. Westwood, he's done a good recovery as well as Benjamin. They were quite close, those two drivers. As Mr. XL in 8th. We've got Apex now coming over in 9th. Landscape King in 10th with Topher in 11th. Obviously, time penalties will come into the account as the Mighty Atom, who was disqualified at the beginning of the race, is now trundling around as Chelsea's fint across the line, a lap down. Mighty Atom in 12th. Curly comes round over in 13th. AFL in 14th. And Jolly Shirt in 15th. We've got Compton cross the line. He gets 15th, and Jolly Shirt drops down to 16th. Now, that's very pixely. Given the driver of the day to Verstappen, I kind of agree with that. But special mentions to Jay Hartnell being the quickest driver out on that field. His pit strategy is what let him off, and Pansby's consistency. A lot of good drivers out there. A lot of good efforts. Absolutely fantastic effort from the drivers today. Some good battles. The Verstappen-Hartnell battle was absolutely epic to watch. Well done to those. Fastest lap does go to Hartnell, who just 0.001 quicker than Pans on the fastest lap, but he was consistently fast, and that's a massive difference. Because so you've got Verstappen here. If you look at Verstappen's fastest lap, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 drivers below him with fastest lap. It just shows you it doesn't matter how fast those laps are. It's about your consistency of your laps, and Verstappen absolutely fantastic. So yeah, driver of the day, well deserved. That battle with Jay Hartnell was probably the highlight of that race. Pans, absolutely fantastic. Your consistency really gave you that win. So guys, I've just got to say thank you very much for tuning in. I do apologise, my stream started a little bit later than normal. We didn't have the intro music that we normally do. And we did have a couple of interruptions from my little boy. Just needed my attention. Just gotta say, absolutely fantastic. Well done to all drivers. Let's have a look and see what's next week. Next week. So we've done Belgium, we've done Azerbaijan, done Bahrain. Next week's Portugal. Portugal's a fantastic circuit. I'm hoping to be here to join you with that one. But guys, I've just got to say thank you very much again for tuning in. Really do appreciate everybody who's commented on the stream. Cheers for the comments, mate. Thank you very much. Guys, I do love the comments coming in. And I'm going to see what we could do about pushing this forward a bit more, and see what we could do about switching over to a Twitch stream maybe. But guys, until then anyway, we'll call that a night, and we'll see you again next week at Portugal. Good night.